if anybody ever tries to fool you and tell you that Molten Crater is a cool level, well, you gotta prove them wrong because, well, as the name of the level suggests, it's pretty molten. Hello everybody and welcome to part 5. It's been 5 parts already of Let's Play Spyro 3, Year of the Dragon. Welcome to Molten Crater. Molten Crater is actually, even though I did contradict myself and call it a cool level in the intro, well, I think I will call it a cool level once again. It's not an amazing level, but it's got some cool stuff to it. Most of these enemies here can be dealt with by either charging or flaming if you're good enough, but those big guys are not an exception to the rule, as that they are big and must be dealt with by a flame as per usual. Now, as you will notice, there is lava everywhere, because as I was saying, Molten Crater is hot, and as I informed you in the last episode, Spyro is not fireproof. However, those enemies are one of the enemies that I was talking about last time, the little short guys with the shields, is that they are only invulnerable to flame when they are holding up their shield. So you can flame them all you desire, as long as they don't have their shields up. Once they have their shields up, they're gonna just stab you. And in that case, I missed with my charge, and he almost got me again. And then did get me again. I forgot how many times he got me, but he did indeed hit me multiple times with your stabby stab sword. Let us stop doing that, sir. Collect the gem sparks, please, and let us move on. And speaking of speaking of dragonflies, or butterflies here, as you will see from me and Zoe and Sparks eating it, that is how you regain health in this game, because I managed to pick up health in the cutscene that Zoe tells you how that works. Yeah, this level is actually going to be kind of short, just because, well, we can't actually get to the whole thing today, which is kind of weird, I know, but yeah, this is one of the more annoying things that Spyro 2 and then eventually 3 started doing, where you can't complete every level in your first visit. Why is that? Well, I'll show you in a little bit. But yeah, there is a magic number of gems you should have, and I believe it ends in 91. I believe it's 1091 if you're doing things in the order I did. And, well, at least I'm pretty sure that's the number, because that feels right from memory, and, well, that's just, like, years of me wanting to play it. Because, yeah, you just can't get everything in this level in one shot, which is kind of disappointing, I know, but it's what the game designers intended, so it's the way we're going to have to play their game. And anyway, we're already at the AB mark. It's only been, what, like 4 minutes of this part? Not even? Yeah. Though he does correctly assume that it is an egg, which is kind of appreciated, but he is going to wind up venturing. If this is the same guy, he's venturing literally right back into the other world, because he needs to go help us lower the balloon. Spyro logic, everybody. It was actually kind of funny, because I'd never really thought about Spyro logic as much as a kid. Like, just because it's just kind of this game, and like the weird little charms and things about this game, just because I've known them for nearly all of my life, and I never really paused to think about some of the odds and ends that this game has to offer. But I was showing the game off the other day to someone who was watching me as I recorded all this, and it was just kind of funny, because they were just like, wait, did the game really just do that? And I'm like, yep, that is Spyro logic there for you folks. That is just what this game has to offer. And we have a key, by the way. Keys and chests are actually really rare in this game, and it doesn't happen often like it did in Spyro 1, where you had them like every level. No, it doesn't actually happen that often here. There's only a handful of levels that actually have a lock and chest key. But, well, we have solved the first one of them, and it was not very difficult, and we are almost out of stuff to do in this level already. But we're only at the halfway point of the video, because we do have one of the 2 side missions unlocked. And as you can tell, this is actually a very short level. Not a lot to it. But this is kind of our first thing we can't visit. As you can tell by the fact that the music fades when we got near the portal. The portal is there. I think, yeah, we can see that Sergeant Bird. But for whatever reason, the music fades away when you're near a portal, and the only thing they did is actually put a door in the way so you can't get to the portal, but the portal's still active. So you can actually, I think people have glitched their way through the door, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do things the legitimate way, even though it pisses me off to not have a proper gem amount and it ends in 91. At least I believe that it will finally end in 91, but we're going to go to, I guess, one of the cooler bonus rooms in the first quarter of the game. And, well, you'll see why in a little bit. We've kind of had a little bit of an experience with the Super Fly power-up, but there's another power-up that we're going to get experience here, and it's not through one of the power-up gates like normal. This is a supercharged power-up. Oh, actually, it's not active yet. And also, I'm just collecting gems. And also, there's one secret skill point here, and I always thought for the life of me that you needed the supercharge active to do it, but I realized here I made a mistake and actually just ran into the wall without the supercharge active. Yes, you actually don't need the supercharge to get that. Whatever. But anyway, as you will notice that there are a bunch of arrows here, but they are unfortunately not blinking, which means the supercharge is not turned on. And I just died. Wonderful. I am great. I am just great. I'm great at this game, aren't I, guys? I'm just amazing. Amazing. But yeah, alright. So we're just gonna finish gathering the gems here and then go tackle the thief somewhat literally, except I don't think literally at all. But yeah, so we just need to get a couple of egg thieves here. Thieves. Learn to talk, please. I've only spoken English all of my life, and you would think I would know how to talk it by now. Or speak it by now, but I apparently do not. Why am I doing this, you might ask? And the answer is truly, simply, I don't know. But anyway, let's go chase down our first thief here. This is the, I want to say the yellow thief. And there is no supercharge here to be found despite the lovely supercharged arrows, but if you remember from the first game, they need to be flashing, and there's a reason for that. It's because that guy has not turned them on yet, which would have really helped us not nail him to the ground. And by that guy, I mean the guy from the Tiki Lounge that was just kind of standing over there while we entered, and he didn't turn it on. Mr. Stoney right there, he didn't turn it on. You didn't turn it on, dude. How are we supposed to do it? Anyway, we're going to use this now because that is the way that you destroy those things in this level. Now, those chests that I just got there, those, like, heavily guarded chests can only be unlocked in odd ways, either with power-ups or like supercharge like this, or rockets you might find throughout the level, or something like that. They're not just unlocked, but yes, as you will notice, we are flying by at amazing speeds, and just be careful you don't run off the course, because if you jump on like one of the rocks by accident, notice that first time I did that, I did not actually jump. The game jumped for me just because I was going so fast that I actually ran off the game's rails, which is just kind of really weird, but whatever. Anyway, we managed to catch up with our second thief here and obtained Kermit the egg. Not quite a frog, but close enough, I guess. We're at 24 eggs now. We got 2 gems left, and I think that's it, because that brings us to that 1091 number I mentioned earlier. And as I mentioned, that is, I think, the magic number, and shows us that we've gotten everything we can possibly get to up until this point, which means that that number is going to be that way until, well, until we get into that Sergeant Bird thing. And how are we going to do that? Well, that answer lies a few episodes down the line. But anyway, let's go through the portal. Let's head back to our home world here, because I think as far as I know we have everything. And, well, let's move on, because we've got more crap that we have to do. Right? Right. See you guys next time for the last world of this game. At least the last main world. Or, well, home world. Damn it.